purpose of our life is living the life just for this life. There's no difference from the insects' way of thinking. Chickens, fish we eat, chickens we eat. So no difference from the way of thinking attached to this life. Same, exactly same. Only the body is different, but no difference from the insect, from the maggots. Those ants keeping busy their life, no difference. So, this even externally looking billion, million, zillion, trillion dollars or whatever. Even you have not only gold, diamond, but stuff here, but not which gram jewel. Even you own the skies of which gram jewel. But if your attitude is the way of thinking is just only attachment to this life, just only working with this life. Happiness is no different from the maggots, ants, and the mosquitoes. No difference. It's supposed to be very special. It's supposed to be we have special. It's supposed to be we have special. Especially we're supposed to have a very special way of thinking, since we have human body, but it doesn't define. By having a human body, you have a special way of thinking. It doesn't define. So that's normally even you can fly, and as I mentioned yesterday, the numberless beings fly, the insects and so many, they fly. Birds go over water. That's ordinary capable being. That ordinary capable being, same as the tiger or the tiniest insect flies. Those are such a tiniest that flies in the grass, jumping, in the runway when you walk. All things. So the ordinary capable beings, capable just to obtain the food for this life, just happiness, just like comfort to this life. It's no different from the animals. So ordinary capable being. Now the three special capable being is the Jiu-Chung lower capable being is one who is So being attached to this life and just this life, working but just this life, it's like only you think happiness today, you don't think happiness tomorrow, or next year, or next week, next month, next year. Only today, and you offer only today. It's like that. So that is, you can see in the world the people who think that's so silly. You're not working for tomorrow's happiness. Day after tomorrow's, next week, next year, for that. Only today. Never think tomorrow. Oh, that's totally silly. So tomorrow then you can travel. Because you did my preparation for the happiness. Next day, you see, next day happiness. You didn't do. So when tomorrow comes, today finished, tomorrow comes, you have a problem. Oh, like that. So that's so silly. That mind is so silly. Maybe children mind or so silly. So like that, working only for this, concerned on this happiness on this life, only working for this life. Oh, like that. So silly. So meaningless. So I would say that root of life problems. That is attachment to this life. That is non-virtue, and you see, the attachment itself. You see what it obscures the mind. It doesn't enlighten. It doesn't enlighten the mind. No, it obscures the mind. You have to know that differences. What attachment does, what wisdom does. Or wisdom opposite attachment. What it does, you have to know the differences. So attachment obscures the mind. You see, to see, just example, just my simple example. You see, not only obscure to realize the ultimate nature of the I, the self, the I, the person. Not only that. It obscures even to understand the conventional nature of the I. You see? So it's the same. I mean, that's a very important word, but I mean, just anything. You know. It obscures, attachment obscures your mind to see the ultimate nature of the control. Yeah, I mean, a flower, you see, ultimate nature. And emptiness only, shunyata, the emptiness of the flower. Not only it obscures to see that, but it obscures to see nature of that, convergent nature. Sorry. See the flower, yeah, truth for the all-obscuring mind. That. So you see, what is that? That is to say, natural impermanence. That it changes from morning, night. So night is different, or next day, tomorrow, different, very different. Shape being older, colors older, and shape changes. That doesn't happen all of a sudden. No, that happens because change within hours, because change within minutes, within all the minutes, change within seconds. Then even smallest, even shortest ones within the seconds. You see? So right now, you see, you don't know where, you don't know, but in reality it's changing, you see, within every minute, within every second. changing. But you don't notice. But it appears as a permanent. We believe it is permanent. You see? Totally wrong. Total hallucination. You see, in that way, even in that way, without talking about ultimate nature. You understand? So that you see. So, because of change within second by second, we never, there abhaya. Then day by day change, there happens. Like that, you see. So is the attachment. So, while you are thinking that, all you are thinking, analyzing the convergent nature, is the attachment is not right. Attachment, when all you are analyzing, when you don't analyze, attachment there. It's permanent, it's, you believe, but that's attachment then rises. But when you are checking the nature, not ultimate nature, but convergent nature, you see this. So that you see, then the attachment, you see, there's no object for attachment to it, lost. There's no object, the hallucination, you see, object of attachment, hallucination, not there. Because you are checking the nature, which is opposite to object of attachment. The beauty existing from inside. Existing from inside. That hallucination is there. On the top of that, then you see, the beauty story. And then, so attached, so difficult, the mind to separate from that object. It's like oil got stuck on paper. See, so that. So while your analysis attachment is so they, however, at least they can do not much as before when you don't analyze. Attachment doesn't want, does not function attachment. So that. So it obscures even to realize that, the attachment. Convergent nature besides the ultimate nature. The ultimate nature do not exist from its own side. It exists, but not exist from its own side. So it is totally empty, existing from its own side. Not there's no flower. Not there's no flower. Not that. Not there's no flower, even name. Not that. But there's flower, but doesn't exist from its own side. The ultimate nature. So what appear flower, what appear something little more than what is merely labeled by mind. That is not there. That is a subtle object to be reputed. That four schools, Baba Shika Sutantra, Mandra school, Chida Mantra, the Madhamika, the true schools, Madhamika, Swatantra, person. Object to be reputed, subtle, very subtle a very subtle object will reputed that one. So only by realizing that, then you see, only by recognizing that, then just a minute to see the emptiness only, Tongba Ni. Not on Tongba, on Tongba Ni. Emptiness only, all day of the flower. That Shinyato, then is to realize that. So, you have to realize that it's empty as it is. You have to realize that empty as it is empty. So that's so in reality. So see, that's what it does. And then it not only obscures the mind, but it causes the basis. It becomes the basis of rising many problems. It becomes the basis to rise many sufferings. Like that. Oh, that's the definition of attachment. Besides obscure the mind, then it's the basis for so many sufferings. From that, that definition of attachment. So there's so the so the So there, you see, mind is unstained. Mind is unstained by the kind of attachment to this life. So it means free, unstained by the attachment of this life. Pure, you see. So pure. So that means all the problems, 100,000 of all coming from the attachment. Oh, you are free. You are free from all the rest of the problems. You have to understand. You have to understand the evolution, how all the life problems connect to that. Then now you understand. Now you understand what means practicing Dharma. Why you get peace, inner peace, happiness, why? Then now you understand. Dharma means just recite prayer or something change the body or as I mentioned before, not just on that. It's the mind. It is subdue the mind to the teaching Buddha. That. I mentioned before that even you are able to recite by heart more than 100 volumes. Can you, Buddha's teaching, then 200 volumes, more than all the Pandits, yogis from Nanda, all their commentaries, even by heart. But you see, if your mind is not subdued, you see, because not subdued means attach. The last, the very bottom one, attachment to this life. Then something like this, insects are there. You see, their mind is not Dharma. Even though you can explain, so well, by heart, but if your mind isn't Because we're not free from the attachment to this life. Then your mind is not Dharma. Your mind is not Dharma. See, your mind is Dharma. And then explain Dharma is done out of that. Then your action explain Dharma is not Dharma. You are explaining Dharma part, but your action is not Dharma. Done by that mind attachment to this life. Like that. So they're similar. Even you do lifetime retreat on the isolated place, not seeing even birds, not a human being, but even birds. Don't sleep. The mind is not pure. Mind is the motivation is the attachment, to this life. Then that's the motivation. There's even a whole lifetime retreat in the Himalaya mountains is not Dharma. If you don't speak silence, not on people, don't see birds, dogs, dogs, cats. So it's not Dharma. It's not Dharma. It's not Dharma. So you see, motivation. I get power. I get so much power, reputation in this world. In this world, I'm in a mountain retreat, blah blah blah. So expecting that, and then you, So then, so you're retreating in the whole life, Himalaya mountains, nothing in the body. Even 80s, snowball man, 80s. Do you know? Snowball man, 80s. Even you don't see. I'm joking. Joking. So it's not retreat, it's not Dharma. It's not Dharma practice. You understand? So you see. The four minor sector, Tibetan four minor sector happened. In Tibet, the Nyingma Kachyu Satya Kilu. So it's Satya, these four parting Shimbashitl, parting from four clingings. So the Titila Shena Chobam, if you cling to this life, you are not Dharma practitioner. Titila Shena Chobam, if you cling to this life, you are not Dharma practitioner. So whether you are practicing Dharma or not, by examining your mind, then you can tell you are practicing Dharma or not. Not just after looking at reciting mantra, or reading prayers, or reading a lot of prayers, or some change outside. As I mentioned before, if they examine the mind, whether it's present Dharma or not, whether it becomes Dharma or not. So, who is Dharma? Who is practicing Dharma? The person who's doing business, or person who's working in the hospital or old folks home, or just a person working, doing business or whatever, you see. And then somebody who lives in the high mountain, Himalaya mountain, caves, whole life. And then who is practicing Dharma, who is not practicing Dharma. You can only understand by not judging from outside. You can only understand if you understand the mind of the person, motivation of the person, the one who doing business, family life, business, or work in the city, whatever, working for government or public, or living, seeing nobody in the living. Okay. So only if you can read their minds, then you can see who is practicing Dharma, who is not practicing Dharma. So that you see. Then the delicious chabame. So if you cling to the future life, samsara, perfections, if you cling, then it's not renunciation. So that mantra is no renunciation. Or renouncing attachment to samsara perfection, samsara happiness. Not that. So freeing yourself from the attachment, clinging this samsara, your samsara, the samsara happiness, perfection, not that. Then, so if you are clinging, works for self, self-chasing thought, works for self, if you are clinging, then it's not bodhicitta. Cherishing others. Then you see, seeking to achieve enlightenment for others. So it's not that. Dautu tena, daumen, right? Dautu tena, dautu. Tena, daumen. Right, dautu tena mara. Dautu tena, daumen, right? Dautu tena, daumen. So, you see, if you are clean, believing, see, the eye is truly existent. The I is existing from its own side. I is existing by nature. The I is real. Doubt is not dominant. Doubt is not dominant. So, if you look at the I truly existent, or I exist from the I exist by nature. However, simple that would be normally if it draws real I. So if you believe the real, if you believe, if you cling the real I, then it's not right view. It's not emptiness. It's not right view. That. So that's. But it's that's satya, you know. Mandushi taught was satya tapajantan, nothing. So they kasure kajunyingma, the Lodong Namchi, so similar. Lodong Namchi is change from the cling, this I, so this life. Change from the cling, this life. Then change, cling the samsara. Then change from the cherishing the I. Change from the holding the real I. And the same. So exactly the same. So Lama Tsongkhapa way is a principal aspect of the path to enlightenment. So the true renunciation to this life, renunciation to future life. Instead of true saying, then say renunciation, so they include both. And then Buddha Chedara view, so the three principal aspects of path to enlightenment. So you see, the person who's beggar, who's begging in everyday life food, or rich person doing business, working for the government, working for population, or see things. The motivation is the renunciation to this life. And by seeing this has no essence. Working for this life has no essence, and the root of suffering. This attachment. You see? So, then you see that person's working for the government, working for the population, or business person making with that motivation making business. Beggar begging the everyday food, but with that motivation, all those are Dharma. Doesn't look Dharma, but it's Dharma, holy Dharma. Then the person was living in a cave, not seeing anybody, not sleeping, not seeing anybody, trying to enter, like this, whatever. They try to not meet even the mouse in the caves. The mind is the motivation, clinging to this life. Reputation, everybody will praise me, I will have power, I will have reputation, all life retreating, or reciting prayer, mantra, it's not Dharma, it's not holy Dharma, it's the worldly Dharma. Worldly Dharma, it's not holy Dharma. You have to understand that. It's the worldly Dharma, non-worldly, it's not holy Dharma. You see, you have to understand. On these people, there's even the beggar, all the motivation, that's Dharma, holy Dharma. You have to understand. Then you see, so the whole action, these people, the whole action, become cause of happiness of future lives. Cause of happiness of future lives. Go to born the human being, go to birth, even to to be born Pure Land, like that, with Pure Land to Buddhas. Like that, you see? Yeah, you see? Didn't become cause of to born in lower realm. It been caused to be to born in Deva image, birth to Pure Land, okay? So like that. That you see them. Then the motivation, you see, not even attachment to through the samsara perfections happen in future life, or then you see the motivation, renunciation to samsara, free from attachment to samsara. So whatever they do, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever they do, with only listening, teaching, reflecting, but everything becomes cause of nirvana. Everything becomes cause of achieving nirvana, the total liberation from oceans of samsara suffering, including the cause, delusion karma. So believe state of peace oneself. Forever. Thinking like that. The people beggar or the person with business or running the government, the people, all those people, are motivation like that. All like that become cause to achieve liberation from the samsara, ultimate happiness. But the person who live in the mountain or retreat of that for whole life, trying to be a hardship, all the motivation is attachment to your future life, samsara, some sort of happiness, that because of samsara, whatever mantra you recite, mantra reciting, the prayers or the mantra, whatever, it's all become the cause of samsara. Like that. Like that, you see, cause of samsara. Like that. You don't know these things. Cause of samsara. Like that. And then, and then this, you see, these people, they are the beggar, the business people, the population, the government, all so. And then the motivation is bodhicitta. You know, the no cherishing the I. Instead of that, cherishing others. Then to achieving enlightenment, also doing free ourselves from oceans of samsara suffering, the numberless beings, and to bring to Buddhahood, people happen to that. Then all their working for population, government, all that baking business, and begging food, everyday food, and action, working, sitting, walking, eating, sleeping, all everything becomes cause of enlightenment. Cause of enlightenment. Cause of Buddhahood. Cause of Buddhahood. Yeah, so the total cessation of obscurity, complete realization. Like that, you see. Now the meditate, you see, live in the mountain alone and whole life. Is the motivation, subjection thought. Not bodhicitta, subjection thought. All that nothing. All that the persons are eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, all the things, meditation, doing prayer, whole life, then they didn't become cause for enlightenment. Did not become cause to the Buddhahood. No. Didn't become cause. It's all like that. You see, but the person might believe, oh, I've been practicing Dharma for so many years, from all my whole life, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, oh, I've been doing this and that, blah, 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 so much to say, but he may think like that, perhaps he may think like that, so there are many people who do like that. But really not know what Dharma is. Really not know what is Dharma, holy Dharma to practice. Not knowing, then, outside things are easy. You do the outside things, and then whole life you're cheated. Whole life you didn't know Dharma. What is Dharma you didn't know. So you think Dharma is outside these things. Oh, then you see it. Then you think, oh, I've been practicing Dharma my whole life. Oh, you have so much pride to share, to show other people, to advertise. You see? So I'm sorry, but they're so sorry what to do, but there are many people like this, unfortunately. You're in the retreat place, and people think you are practicing Dharma, pure Dharma, renounced life, but not. But we didn't know what is Dharma. Didn't know what it means practicing Dharma. Didn't know definition. So it means it's outside all this thing. Only you see your definition that, so not the mind. You see, so not the freeing your mind from this negative thoughts, not that. So whole life, possible the whole life, don't understand about what means to practice Dharma. You understand? So you cheat totally. Your life totally cheated by your mind. The attachment and by not learning. So therefore now here comes so important learning Dharma. Learn unmistaken. To learn unmistaken teachings. To receive it from qualified guru. Oh, to learn. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then you can cheat your whole life by your wrong concept attachment. So you believe you practice Dharma, but not. So you have to understand, you don't cheat yourself. Dr. Shina Dharma. So so you see, all these people are beggars, business people, they're working for, mixed with people and working, helping others, or they working for population, government. But with mind, Dr. Shena is not there. They're holding on, I as real. Real, truly existent from its own side. You see, so real, not there. Not there. Even like Buddha, you see, who has totally ceased the gross development and subtle development, the negative imprints, subtle development, totally ceased. And the subtle development led by ignorance of truly existence, and ignorance, the believing truly existent I. So the subtle negative imprint which project, decorate, which project the dualistic view. Real I, real action, real object, real self, real enlightenment, real samsara, real nirvana, real problem, real relationship problem, real happiness. Oh, this subtle negative imprint which project this, which decorate this, totally ceased. So Buddha do not have dualist view. Truly exists appearance. Do not have. So even one sentient being, there is so because that there is a subtle, you see, there is the negative, there is a delusion, there is a negative imprint, which projects, decorate the hallucination. Oh, the truly existent I, real I, is there, but there is no belief. By having realized emptiness, shunyata, by having realized emptiness, not only realized, but even directly perceiving emptiness, so you don't have the kasura. You have appearance, still you have appearance, not enlightenment, still you have appearance, hallucination, still you have appearance. Real I, and so forth, everything, real. You have appearance, but you don't believe. But there is no belief. It's like you had a dream. You found $1 billion, $1,000, $1 million, whatever you found. Or you had a wedding. Somebody that you like to have wedding. Man or woman, we would like to wedding. So you had a dream of wedding. But you recognize it's dream. You are having dream, you recognize. So therefore, you don't believe in it. There is no belief in that. Even though you have appearance. You understand? You recognize this is a dream. Like you walked through the sand. The sunlight heat. You walk through, and then you look back on the sand. So it looks like there's water running. You have vision, but you know there's no water at all. You just came from there. Like that. Like that. You see? You have the vision, but you don't believe. You have no belief, wrong belief. That's true. Understand? If there's appearance of real I, but don't believe. Also, example just I, but anything. The waiting, I mentioned about the waiting. And then you go to a vote that you become president of your country, you know. You dream that you win the vote. You become president of the country. You know, like America, the president of America. So that you see. But you recognize this is a dream. You see? So I gave those other examples. Oh, so therefore you don't believe in that. But you have the appearance. So I'm saying, what I'm saying. So you see, who has the realization of in the emptiness. So you see, even there's appearance, but you don't believe. You know this hallucination. So see that. So you see, with that mind, listening, reflecting, meditation, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, running the government, population, or doing business, baking food, whatever you do. Oh, all this become antidote to samsara. You have to know, all this become antidote, not cause samsara, it's an antidote to samsara. And all this become remedy to cut the root of samsara, the ignorance holding truth in the eye. Your root of samsara, root of all the problem. Cancer, with the cancer, I have cancer, there's nothing. The oceans of health suffering, hunger, animal, human beings suffering. So that. So all this action with this mind, understand the emptiness and seeing this is just a hallucination. Oh, then you see, then antidote to eliminate the root of samsara, the ignorance, that ignorance, holding the I as real or not, on the as well. So okay, so that see, antidote to that root of samsara, best medicine. You are that understanding. Realization, emptiness, the direct presence, what that? All this activity you're doing with that mind, become antidote to samsara, antidote to root of samsara, ignorance. To eliminate, best medicine. The best medicine is the bodhicitta. Then this is here, best medicine. Realization, emptiness. You have to understand these things. So, you see, what they do, everything becomes remedy to samsara, not cause some remedy to samsara, and the remedy to cut the root of samsara, the ignorance. But the person who lives in Himalaya mountain, cave, their whole life, then you see, they doing prayer or other meditation, or whatever, all the motivation, you see, they clinging the I, as a real I. Then all the persons, meditation, all that, eating organs, everything because of samsara. It becomes cause of it. They develop the ignorance, root of samsara. You understand? I should mention this one. Sorry. This is meant to be motivation, but So I should mention one thing. So the Katambakeshe Bengunjal, Katambakeshe, great mentor, Tibetan, great mentor Katambakeshe Bengunjal. So when you begin to practice Dharma, you see, so in the hermitage, she was doing, today his benefactor is coming to see him. So in the morning, then he cleaned the room and he made beautiful offerings, water bowls and beautiful offerings and all this he did. So then he sat down. Then next one is to analyze the motivation, to check his motivation. That's usually how the meditation is done, how the gradual practice, how to check the motivation. So then he found out, suddenly he found out it's not Dharma. He cleaned the room, he made beautiful offerings, water bowl. He sat down. Then he found out it's not Dharma. It's holy Dharma, not holy Dharma. Because the benefactor is coming, so he will be impressed. He will do so nice. You see, praise him. The benefactor will praise him. So that's the attachment to this life. So you see, suddenly got up. Then the ashish, not hashish, ashish. I'm sure some people like, they hit to ashish, they hit to hashish, you know. That's all so many years ago, ancient, you know. It's a mentor to hashish. So some may want to hear that. Not hashish, ashish. So he grabbed the ashish, and he grabbed the ashish, spring over the beautiful water offering, nice, beautiful water. He put ashes, he sprinkled all over, mass. He made mass. Oh, then that time, that's great yogi. That's great yogi in Tibet, Tingri. Tingri is not very far from here. You have to go through the border, then maybe someday or tomorrow, I'm not sure. You're about car, so Tingri. So one great yogi, he came from India, Tibet during Milarepa's time. Milarepa, who achieved enlightenment in a brief lifetime, but he's a lay person, not ordained. So when he came, when he's coming to Tibet, so on the mountain, so Milarepa was coming down. He was Patamba Sangye. His name is Pata. He was coming up. So Milarepa manifested in yellow flower. I don't know, yellow flower or just flower, but I think I was having some kind of yellow flower, because orange flower. So in the road, he manifested orange. He manifested flower at the road to check whether Patama Sangye can recognize or not. Of course, he recognized. He comes over there, then he recognizes Milarepa. Then Kasuri. Yeah, Patama Sangye, that time he lives in Tingri. So Patama Sangye, he put arms like this. Today in Tibet, Kadamba Geji Benkunja did the best offering. He said, did the best offering or best Dharma practice or something, best offering, I think. Yeah, because one before he made beautiful, clean the room, beautiful. The motivation that his benefactor will praise him, the attachment to this life. You see? So, second time, after he recognized it, suddenly he grabbed ashes, then sprinkled, made mess. Oh, you see? So he put ashes to his attachment to this life. Sprinkled ashes to his attachment. The age-old Dharma of this life, see? Sprinkled on that. So, sprinkled, made mass. So, Sangji, he can see with the clairvoyance. So, he did this. Today, Kadamba Keshi Pumuja did the best offering, the purest offering. He did like that. So that became Dharma. That became pure Dharma. Before, so clean, so neat, to make a Dharma, holy Dharma. Become holy Dharma. Oh, you have to know that. You write down. Oh, that's very important to know that. Then normally, then you know, then you can tell yourself what you're doing is it become holy Dharma or become holy Dharma. You can tell. Otherwise, yeah, so that. So I just want to tell one story. So I was born in Solukhumbu, the Himalaya mountain, close to Mount Everest, and so the place called Tame, and then I, as I mentioned yesterday, went to Roaling. These other people are not so clever as this side, Solukhumbu, more primitive, and so I lived there 7 years, and with my teacher. They are my uncle. So that time he was aspect of monk. So then I went to Tibet. So those time reading text all day long. Morning memorize, and evening time recite all the recite text. Buddha teachings. Very Buddha's teachings, Dharma Sutra, all in the time. Then there's Dodipa, unbelievable, so precious teachings. So the great kindness of my teacher. So because of that, then So this word emptiness, just maybe I didn't get done extensive studies, but so. But just a little idea. So like that. So the little idea. So that's all come from my teachers when I was small, reading Dharma Sutra and the Dupa Condensed Sutra, over and over. For months and so that. Then in Tibet, I went to Tibet and then lived for 3 years. Did puja to different people's house. The temple where I stayed is belonged to Tromagesi Rinpoche's monastery, the main monastery, Tromotunga Kamba. So the elder monk who came from that Tromagesi monastery to run 3 years in this small temple, Pagri. Pagri is very close to Bhutan. Pagri, then Tromo, then Sikkim, like that. So Pagri. So I lived 3 years doing puja with my teacher and other monks. Doing puja every day, except 1 year, there's 1 day break. In the year, maybe 2 days or 3 days, I'm not sure, break. But others, every day you have to go. In the morning, 8 o'clock, you memorize text in the morning, which I have to offer examination at Tromagesi Monastery. Inside, where there are all the monks and the unze sitting on throne, then I have to offer examination, but I have to recite. Or when the unze say recite from here, So I finished the first volume of the examination, but the second volume I didn't get done because I escaped to Bhutan to India. So pujas. So tomorrow it's kind of fixed tomorrow this benefit, there tomorrow the next benefit. Sometimes they all night Tara prayers to recite like that. Sometimes extra pujas. So my teacher has a long stick with needle on top. Then I didn't get needle, but we have one monk from Deshilimbo. They escaped from Deshilimbo monastery, Penchalamatma. So there were two monks after me. Deshilimbo and I forget the name. One younger monk, he got to 2 times. If you fall asleep night time, then my teacher put the long stick with needle on top. I didn't get, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So, and then Baksa escaped through Bhutan. Baksa, 8 years studying, small boy, and just stopped playing, debate. But then memorize text and debate, all like that. Then I came to Nepal, started Kopan, this, and that. Then there was one text, there's a Nyingma text. Nyingma Kajue Saja Nyingma text, mostly. Nyingma deities and the deities and many text. So there's one text. There was all the 4 texts, all the 4 sects can use. Kadamba, collections of Kadamba Geshe teaching. It's called the very first thought transformation, open door for Dharma. That's the name of the text. So I was reading that. I was supposed to look after the workers outside building monastery. I was supposed to watch them, but I spend my time most in the cave. Only when I go pee outside, I see them only talking. The people not only talking, not working. But I can't say the work. I can't say I don't record it to tell them. So yeah. So anyway. So I was reading this text. Then I found out what is Dharma, Holy Dharma. What is Holy Dharma? Then I checked. Whether I did it become Holy Dharma or not. In the old time. Then Pagri. Then Baksa, it is, and all that I checked back, enough of them became Holy Dharma. Nothing became Holy Dharma. Nothing became Holy Dharma. So I was so shocked, so surprised. I was so surprised. Nothing became Dharma. By reading the text, then I found out nothing became Dharma, Holy Dharma. So, then you see, of course, so Lukumba people, the offerings, is very simple. That's a basket. In the basket, they bring radish, big radish, so strong smell. If you eat, big gas. Very terrible smell, gas. And then your body will become kind of ordinary, sort of, I don't know. Yeah. Of course, if you cook it, very tasty, but Yeah, it's like that, and then fill up with the potato and, on the container, you see, on the container where they eat food from, then fill with the rice, then some rupees. That's the offering. You see. So by reading this book, and I get scared. When I get these offerings, it's nothing, but even this, when I get these offerings, I get scared. The mind gets scared. Like that. So of course now totally degenerated. Why? totally degenerated. But see, offering is nothing, but even to get that offering, you get scared. Offerings are things that are scared of attachment, rising attachment to the offering. It's a fear offering. So after that, then so after that I had to retreat, but I had to come down, so I had to retreat, another retreat. I had to come down. So because my mind cleaned away, you see, by reading the text, cleaned away the garbage in my mind, you see, the attachment also. Of course, I'm not talking forever, just that time. Cleaned away the garbage of the mind. So then I did retreat after that. So the retreat was very good, because you did it with your clean mind, which become Dharma, which become holy Dharma. So you then you do the daily retreat. Oh, that's really. I mean, you see, the first day I thought, couldn't imagine if my life became like that. What a happiness. I mean, unbelievable. If my life is going to be like that, it's can't imagine. So that. So because I did begin by reading that text, so I cleaned a little bit my mind. So we begin the retreat with clean mind. Mind becomes Dharma. You understand? All like that. So you see, I think that should be the book that I did, because of the daughter satisfaction is the daughter satisfaction. That I would put it in English like that, but I'm not sure every single thing is there, but much of it is there. The advice, collections for advice, but Kadamba cases is there. All done, because also the other book from London, How to Practice Dharma. How to Practice Dharma. So those things, if you read before you begin a retreat, or Bhaja Supper, or anything, so good. Then you will enjoy the retreat. You can enjoy so much the retreat, or any other deities retreat. Then it can become pure, because you begin with pure mind, clean mind. So that's the succession. Yeah. 知道嘛？强的那个说的，对，真个说的，我的说to life to benefit others, not just to achieve, blissful state, peace for oneself, not if that, then to benefit others, then, then to benefit, to free numberless sentient beings of each realm from oceans of samsara suffering caused to karma, and then bring them to peerless happiness, total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, Buddhahood. To bring everyone there. And through that, one must achieve a state of omniscience first. Then can perfectly can guide sentiments, can do work for sentiments. So therefore, then that's I listen teaching. So do that. Therefore, listen. To the listening teaching. And you can think also the teaching, what you listen to be, to actualize in your heart. Now, and then to be beneficial, to be most beneficial to all the sentient beings. I said, that you can make it, that becomes most beneficial for every sentient being. So teaching what to listen, every word. So that also, if you think that's also very good. It's a power of mind. If you wish like that, then it'll become like that. Due to the power of mind. Then concerning when the Bodhisattva Avtara, there's a mention that onje dagi semjen la dinriwa inna bache, tewe semjen sechebi dala nuche dijimuri. 먼저 다이게 semjela. In the past, I gave such harm to other sentiments. Teve semjen chejebi. Therefore, sentiments harm me. It's worthwhile. It is worthwhile me to receive this harm. See. So, why others harming you? Even fleas biting you, even mosquito biting you, even flea biting you, ants biting you, whatever you see. Bees sting here in the others get angry to you, abuse you. Yeah. So you see, all that, whatever happens, there's always reason. There's always reason. Reason is you harmed to others first. You harmed others first. In the past, I gave harm, such a harm. Then do I know that to other sentiments. Therefore, sentiment harm me. It's worthwhile. So therefore, sentiment harm me this time. It's worthwhile. So you can understand. You see, by remembering why it happened, by remember the reason, so then it's worthwhile. Usually what we do is, I'm the perfect, most perfect, I'm nothing wrong, everything others wrong, everything blame others. Then if somebody harms, if somebody abuses, somebody harms, if somebody looking bad, somebody says some nice, some words, not bad, you harm back. You crush the person, you crush, you disintegrate or whatever. What we can, but image about them. It's like this. Nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. All that's wrong. All that's wrong. You see? So Buddha blames us. So this is how we do. You are perfect. You're nothing they can tell you a mistake. Nothing. You're perfect. So always like this. So they think, always think, unworthwhile. Unworthwhile, the person gets angry with me. Unworthwhile, the person abuses me. All that. And I told long story yesterday, what I went through. Remember? And I said, how those people so most precious, most kind. Remember I told you? So, by finishing this karma, this trouble, then finish the past heavy negative karma, then to the future, there will happiness. Then the enlightenment. That is, remember that kindness of person. So anyway, so that's what I'm saying. So normally you say, I'm perfect. That's wrong. This is how we do. And then somebody whatever harm, something you don't like, then you harm back as quick as possible. No, it's like this. so it's not educated person's it's not educated person's action. It's not educated person's personality. No. Uneducated persons. Uneducated. Same as the animal, the tigers, or the same as the dogs. Somebody harms you, you bite back. So the animal character. Somebody harms, then you harm back. And there's animal character. Understand? That's not wise. That. So that's how normally we do. So, see, really, here's what, see, whatever happens, always there's evolution for that. There's a reason for that. What the reason is in the past you abuse others in that way. You abuse others in that way. Oh, you did it. Yeah. So then this time it happened. This person, why this person abused you? Why? Oh, that because of the past. You abuse that person that way. So that's how it happened. Even the fly, even the flea biting you, oh, same. So everything is same. It's all there. Everything. So here, Shantideva, great Bodhisattva Shantideva saying, oh, it's see, the world that I receive harm, that are sentient, 문제 다게 선전을 들려와 있나 보지. 대외 선전 세점이 다가 너지 되죠. So it's all the while me to receive harm others this time. So all the while. So you see what happens? What you do? You can do anything. You can harm others, anything, but you cannot receive any harm from others. That is the very that is the uneducated person's personality. That's the animal character. You understand? You can give harm to anybody, but you can't receive any harm from others. You understand? You can complain others, but you can't receive complaint from others. So that's the animal character. You understand? Well, that you see. 가서 이거지. So the totally, I mean, no reason. I mean, totally illogical. I mean, totally. You can harm to others, anybody, abuse anything, but you can't harm others. That's what it looks like. What are you saying? What are you doing in your life? You understand? So, doesn't make sense. So the kasura. Then the kasura. Kasura. It is mentioned in the good to know. Please write down. Okay? Write down in a notebook, you see. It's worthwhile to look at, to remember. Dāga leji samjala dindawā yunna baccha. Dāga leji kunchene dāla noche denyuri. Tewe samjanya tona dāga tamalakam. Oh, it's so important to write down. You can write down Tibetan. Dalan, Dagilij, my karma persuaded. My karma persuaded. Dagilij, Dalan, then I received harm. Then I received this harm. By that, didn't I lose that sentence bang in the whole of the hell? Oh, so you see, so many, in the past, so in the past is your karma pursued you can harm your karma pursued the person. So because of that, then the person because of that the result of the person is a harm to you that happens from that cause. You are harmed to the person in the past. So you are harmed this life by the person. So that person harming to you, that person, now the person is in human world. Then because of that harm, person to not be in human realm, to reincarnate, to fall down in the whole of the hell, in the hell realm, in the hell realm. Now it's in the human world. Now then, is that harm to you, made the person to not be in the human world and then to reincarnate in the hell, in the whole of the hell is that. So, fall down from precipice and born and fall down the whole of the hell. So, a whole that's the example of the hell. So that is the way of generating compassion to back. Instead of getting angry, harming back, then generate compassion. Root of happiness, yourself, all and back. Compassion, generate compassion back. You understand? It's very important. General compassion. Doctor said, other sentence being abuse you, worry about the harm to use that to develop compassion instead of violence. Compassion back. Peace. Then see. Then at least even you can't help other things. If you can help. If not, at least prayer. Dedicate your marriage. You recite mantra for that person to not be reborn. Do that negative karma to not be reborn in the lower realm. Help to purify that person. From Genesis, and that's coming from the heart, hand, the compassion without the Guru compassion without. See, all things like that. So that just one, but many. You see, at least prayer. Is it true, Genesis? What they say? I think the root Guru you see, you pray for that person to not be born. You see, whatever the best prayer for them you do, dedication. Okay. Yes, all the merits, all your past, present, future merits, past from beginning to about now, future. Do that. Then all the good things to happen to that. Then the Katura do not be born Lord at all. And then to receive Katura, then generate body Chida. Then to not stop harm to others and bring perfect peace, happiness to numberless sons and bonds. That, sorry. Pray, let's pray. Yeah, because so they pray its power. Then do lungu de kondo tsakto. Chonam tam the mitala rapne. And all the Dharma, all the existence, the life condition. The mitzvah is up to the wish, up to the point of the wish. Whatever prayer you do, the result will happen like that. So that may be more. So that it says in Sutra teachings explained. So they do prayers back, you see, that general compassion, by general compassion. So that. Kasure. So you can see, somebody say, yeah, you can rely on Buddha. You see, completely rely on Buddha to help. Or they rely on Tara, totally rely on Tara to help. Okay. So things can help. So Iba. 그러네. This practice is so important to keep in the mind. Don't forget. You see, otherwise, even you learn Dharma, philosophy, so many texts, Sutra, Tantra. But then you see, somebody complains you, somebody angry you. Somebody, you see, you offer something, then somebody didn't thank it to you, or didn't show appreciation, then suddenly you get angry. Like that, you see. Even though you know a lot of Dharma intellectually, but you see practice is not there. Then somebody in the everyday life, something like that, the anger rises. Then destroy all your merits. Destroy all your merits, from all the happiness comes, you destroy. Realization, the enlightenment. That. So, so therefore, very important to practice, to remember, to pursue yourself, to practice this. Otherwise, if you know so much, you can explain so much, but then you see there's no practice in your daily lives. And then something happens, very little, then you get so upset. Then, or destroy all your merits, and without like that. They're all the cause of happiness. You see, in teaching what you learn, Dharma, what you learn, yes, you learn the words, but you see, didn't practice it, didn't subdue your mind. That is the problem. So you still have problems, or you have even more problem than before you met Dharma. You have more ego, it's a pride. So many things than before you met Dharma. So that's so anyway. So see, sorry, I want to say one more thing. I didn't get to mention yesterday. I have one teacher in Chambawunde, who achieved shamatha, the mental quiescence, free from the free from the able to free from the gross, subtle, sinking thought and attachment, scattering thought, gross, subtle, so obstacles for meditation. So, say, shine, abiding, and mental questions, abiding peace, and so we achieved Dalhousie, and we achieved near Dharmsal, Dalhousie. Then we achieved Bodhicitta on the backside to Shita, the mountain. There's another retreat house. I think 15 years was no, it's a Buddhist. Then realized the emptiness down below Rinpoche, which is the Eastern Dharma's guru, elder, Rinpoche past life. Down below there's a rock, huge rock. Then to the earth, then it became cave. He lived there for, I think, 7 years. So realized the emptiness there. So that they achieved also Tangtripat, generate completion 6 years, not about those things. Very fortunate as well, Geshe Rabden, but his main teacher is Geshe Rabden, after his illness, and he always admired Geshe Chambong. So so before he passed away, year before, something that he had knee. He told us he had knee pain. He told us he had knee pain. I think for a month, I don't know, 1 month or 2 months or something. He told us he had knee pain. This is what he said. But because he's my teacher, so related to me, he's my teacher, guru. So, through the lineage of the Julian, taking the essence, So if you are living isolated place, so far from pleasure, so far from market or place to get food, so far, so isolated place, you have to abide in without need food, you live on the pill with the meditation. So every day, so like that, Julian, so through the lineage of that Julian with the flower. So from Genchama and ask one question: how to actualize Lambda realization quickly? Then his answer was everything to the practice, the remedy to self-chasing thought. His answers, and practice remedy, immediately, practice remedy to the self-chasing thought. That is the way to actualize bodhicitta. So that is the way to how to actualize or hold the realization of enlightenment. So from his own experience. So easy 1 or 2 months he said. So you see, he said that he had this pain. 1 or 2 months, I think. My pain is 1 or 2 months. So during that time, what reminded him was in Tibet, in the early times, in Tibet. So in the debating place outside, so there's one old monk. So there was no reason, but he was sort of, he said, he lived a life, means, in the early book, Westerners translated monk police. In the early time, this was called Lamism. So he said he did not learn Dharma, but it kind of lived a little bit like thought of life, sort of like that. He said they do the service to the monks, tea offering or the food offering, things like that. Then they do their own competition. Run carrying stones or something. They do their competitions and kind of like that. So there was no particular reason why the old monk harmed him personally. There was one old monk, and he got a stick, and he hit on the old monk's knee, like this. He hit on. So that only that one he remember during his knee pain. For 1 or 2 months, only that. He only taught that so strongly. That's what he said. So like that, as I remember, as I mentioned yesterday, Lama Dharma, Lama Atachi Guru, Lama Dharma Gita, advised this because Lola means Natachungete on the body, on your body, unbearable pain, disease, sicknesses. The experience, and that was so because you harm the sentient being's body in the past, the will of the negative karma turned on me this time. Right. Then there's the evolution, but in practice, it talks about practice. Now, take all the sentient being suffering on yourself. Means take it on your ego, self-chasing thought, and destroy the self-chasing thought. So this, harming the sentient being, you experience, all this came from your self-chasing thought. So take all sentient being suffering, give it to your self-chasing thought, and destroy your self-chasing, your enemy, your demon, self-chasing. You see? So, what did the Kachamong say that? So, many, probably like that, many of us with a physical pain might be battle-treated animals or people or beat people or battle-treated animals or things when it could be the result of that in this life. So, yeah, like that. So I was saying, so that's just a side of talk. A side of talk, and then I just said this. I forgot the name. Then Gosangba. Gosangba. Jawa Gosangba. I think Gajui. Jawa Gosangba. It's unbelievable. I read the life story. He was almost passed away by so many lies attack, so many lies. He made it purposely, he made charity, his body to the lies. So almost 3 times or 2 times almost passed away. So that happened. So, but all the most unbelievable hardships, practice Dharma purposely, not just somebody very poor, didn't want poor, but poor, not like that. He purposely chose life that way. So unbelievable hardships. These lamas, this great yogis he has no interest in monasteries, organizations, doesn't like. His all his life without monastery, without organization, like that. This is Dugat, not Gotangba. So comparing his Dharma practice, unbelievable. Our Dharma practice, Dharma practice just between the lips, between the lips, Dharma practice. But he says, wow, unbelievable hardships. So anyway, his advice, when you have sickness, when you have sicknesses, when you experience cancer or anything, relationship problems, anything, we pray, may all the sentient beings be free. May all the sentient beings be free from sicknesses, spirit harm, negative karma development. Negative karma development is from beginningless rebirth. Correct. May all sentient beings free from disease, spirit harm, negative karma developments. by my experiencing this sickness. So if it's sickness, if it's a relationship problem, other problem, so you do according to that. So cancer, whatever it is. By my experience this, by my experiencing this, sickness, what's the problem? Then may all the sentient beings be free from sicknesses, spiritual harm, negative karma, development. And achieve enlightenment. Coolly, you can say coolly free, then achieve enlightenment. So you recite that like Om Mani Padme Hum, you see, the mantra. You just like recite mantra, you recite like that. Meditate like that, recite like that. So good. Unbelievable good. So, even while you are walking, while you are sitting, whatever, recite like that. So good. So you collect merits more than sky. You collect so many merits more than sky when you do this. And becomes a greatest purification, purifying defilement, negative karma, that you collect from beginners. And then it becomes quick path to enlightenment. It becomes quick path to enlightenment for you. In other words, you see, you use, including your problem, you use for other sentient beings, numberless sentient beings, to achieve enlightenment, to free from all the suffering, to achieve enlightenment. You use yourself, including your problem. Like that. It's amazing. So it's amazing. So if you do like that, you see, like recite mantra, if you do like that, then if you do like that, the cancer can cure. Even if it's cancer, or not, even it is no medicine, disease, no medicine, can cure. That. I mean, you see, in my experience, like sorry, some disease, you see, dangerous or no medicine, but I give some Tibetan medicine and some practice, recovered after 2 weeks or something, or things like that, happens. You see, some simple practice, and sometimes Tibetan medicine, even the normal medicine in the West, it happened. So at different times. So the first lady from Canada, she showed a fashion show. She makes $1,000 for 1 hour. But now I didn't contact for a long time, I don't know. So she had cancer, but she wasn't really involved in Dharma. She was around the center, too interested. Anyway, I got a message, so I sent an answer to liberate lots of animals. So she liberated a lot of chickens, and she hired people to look after. She liberated a lot of chickens. So chickens not easier to look after, so she hired people to look after. So that. Then I think to the 8th month precepts, I think she got recovered her cancer, first one. then again, our life becomes a little messy. Then I can start to take expression and liberate. So I can get better from that. So anyway, that's first. So there's, once I remember, there's several so different practice and things like that. So, yeah. Okay. So I think maybe I'll stop here. So the stop here. Okay, yeah. Dagi jinye sabe gewa de tan ro ko la khambe me che ba ji. Ta ba ye te nanga. Did all the past, present, future, marriage, glory, with the Lord, I married to glory, but numberless sins, numberless Buddhas. Oh, they made the Bodhicitta, which source all the happiness, success for, including enlightenment for oneself, for every sentient being. May it be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings who has been most mother from beginning to birth, been kind, unbelievable, most unbelievable kind, from beginning to birth. Oh, that was it. But to get you to ignorance and attachment, substance. So then the created negative karma causes suffering, unbelievable from beginning to birth, and the suffer, so unbelievable suffer for yourself, for oneself. Unbelievable suffer. Then now, if you don't practice Dharma, you don't actualize and realize emptiness, then you reincarnate again in samsara, so then you reborn, you have to reborn to sentient beings, and then they suffer. Then they suffer again without end, endless suffering of samsara. They have to suffer unbelievable. So, the genuine Buddhicitta in all their heart, and then genuine Buddhicitta in the heart of all the sentient beings of the world, genuine in the heart, Buddhicitta in the heart of all the sentient beings of Nepal, and genuine in the heart of all the students. And those who rely upon my promise prayer, whose name is given to me, and those who are dead, living, then then everyone who is here, in all your family members, living and dead, to be Buddhicitta in their own heart. And then even those who see me, who touch, those who hears me, remembers me, touch me, talks to me, who hears me, who mentions me. Oh, that's one, not that one. I'm talking myself, but you should relate to yourself. The old who dreams and who see portraits and in all their heart, Bodhicitta to be generated, and then those who are generated Bodhicitta, then to be increased, and Chandra Samjo Rinpoche Madhya Wana Diju Jen Jeva Nyamba Kone Gombo Bewa Jo on to realize emptiness. Gonde Rache Dunta Meva Da Junde Tende Lua Meva Penja Game Droso Java Ludro Gonde Toba Jinji we must dedicate it for the world, and so perfect peace, happiness, to happen in the world. Then get Lama Tsongkhapa mind about in all the lifetimes, and the to actualize Lama Tsongkhapa teaching in this life, and all of that. Chara Gunda Jawa Tsongkhapa, Deja Jenye Mosu Zabed, Java Mabel, Santanya, Lakajet, Mijuan Namdara Tamya Chintanda Laje Jase Chebeninda Dedo Chukerinye Nanju Dilosa Javya Tanda Jawa Then you get old. Did all the past, present, future marriage, marriage, numberless Buddhism. Then you get all the wars that happen now in the future will stop immediately, and all the disease and the famines, all the problems we stopped immediately in this world, and then also any problems, from anger attachment, all that, then the fire, water, air, earthquakes, global problems, ice meltdowning, oceans increase, wash weather cities, all that, so there. All those dangers will be faced by immediately, and may the perfect peace happen and be prevailed everyone's heart in this world, and by generating loving kindness, compassion, everyone's heart. Then may the Katuri Buddha Dharma, from well sentiment, receive peace and happiness. May it last long time as the sentiments Buddha Dharma and the achieving enlightenment. It's possible. Did all the past best measurements, number Buddhas, which Katuri. Davichayan Katura exists merely. May the I who exists in the man achieve the Buddhahood which exists in man. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in the man. To that Buddhahood which exists in the man. by myself alone, who exists in many. Jamalba Jida Jamadakunda Zamada and the Jinda Bunyan. The Shebe Jawatam Jumaka to the Moy Samotu to the Moy and Chi Jabu Tonga to the Nama Pewa, the Vetan Jawalas. Tamba Remba and thank you very much.